Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. If you are new, my name is Jeremy Clotfelter and this is my channel DoMoreLife. This is the channel that teaches you how to do exactly that, more life. And we do that by sharing information and providing each other with education and basically just having a really good time doing all that stuff. So I have decided to start reading some emails from people that write into me and share their experience with me, people that have been here for a while. And I thought I would start with this one today. This says, Thailand for beginners. This comes from a person who has been here, I think about 4 or 5 years. And let's see if he's right or if he's wrong. He says, common misconceptions of Thailand for first-time visitors and planners. 1. All Thai food is spicy. Not at all the case. His words, not mine. While there are many cultures that are spicy, there are many dishes with no spice unless you add the spice to it, I would presume. Noodle soup, fried rice, cashew chicken, pasa, eel, hammock, barbecue chicken, and slow-cooked pork leg are just some examples. If you have a sensitive tongue or stomach, you will still find food. Most restaurants, you can order your food my pit, which means not spicy. So there's some Thai for you guys, my pit. I assume pit would mean spicy. Maybe, I don't know. My pit means not spicy. If the food is pre-cooked like a curry, you will not be able to get it without spice, but otherwise they can always cook without chilies. Many foreigners cannot handle Thai chilies and they understand and will accommodate. The next item on his list is Thailand is a third world country. He says, this could not be further from the truth. There are poor regions of Thailand, just as there are in the USA. For example, poor regions of Alabama, Kentucky, West Virginia, etc. Bangkok is an overdeveloped city surrounded by many suburban cities. All types of public transit make it super easy to get around, and high-speed internet is almost everywhere. Major roads, tollways, highways are everywhere. Only in rural or newly developed areas will you find dirt roads. For example, I know a guy that lives about 200 meters off of a dirt road that has basically kind of like a mini mansion, sort of, here in Thailand. The third rumor is, or according to him, the third rumor is Thailand is cheap. He says, I hate the word cheap. While some things are low cost, items like fuel and imported foods are not. 1 gallon of gas is almost $4. 500 milliliters of Malibu rum can cost over 25 USD. 750 milliliters of Jack Daniels can be as much as $50. Steaks can be $25 or more for a small 6-ounce fillet of good quality. The 3 areas where prices are low are rent, about 75% less than the USA, garbage, power, water, internet, and cell services are less than half of what it costs in the USA. Items very low cost include bottled water, usually less than 30 cents for 500 milliliters, bottled water at 7-Eleven. Many local foods, even hotels, are much lower cost. A 5-star hotel would be around $100 to $200 a night. 3 and 4 stars for less than $100, but most are under $50. Even my favorite resort, he writes, is less than $80 a night in high season. That's not bad. His next item is, not many Western foods are available, or food can be hard to find. He says if you don't mind paying the high prices, you can get all of your favorite foods from Captain Crunch to Vegemite at most grocery stores. You will find McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC almost anywhere. KFC chicken tastes so much better here. Expect to pay prices similar to Western prices at fast food joints. For some of the fast food places, if you are dine-in, your food is served on a plate with silverware. You can find places serving food in any city 24 hours a day from a food cart. Next on his list is it's always super hot and humid. While we do have a hot season and parts of Thailand are hotter than others, there are cities that can drop below 60s, that's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, at night. And in the higher mountains, usually temps are in the 80s year round. We're talking about Fahrenheit here. There are two scenarios here, the wet and the dry. Don't be confused by the names. It rains in the dry season and can go days without rain in the wet season. There is no bad month to travel Thailand. Next on his list, you need to get vaccinated. For most standard tourists, the usual recommended vaccinations for Thailand are the same you received, like tetanus, measles, mumps, rubella, as well as cover against the foodborne diseases of typhoid and hepatitis. For those trekking in the Thai countryside or staying for longer periods, then cover against hepatitis B and rabies should be considered. If you are very worried, you can get additional vaccines as well. Helpful hint, he says, stay away from stray dogs, as rabies and other illnesses caused by those stray dogs are very common. Next, he says your cell phone won't work. If you use a major carrier, you will get a signal. Roaming charges can be very expensive. If you have a T-Mobile plan, you can make free calls over Wi-Fi with your phone. This is true. I have a T-Mobile plan. There are many pay-as-you-go plans you can get here as well. Probably not going to get the best coverage in the area and probably going to pay a lot more for those calls, so I would recommend working out some kind of international deal. Internet is hard to find. That is what he says. This is a rumor. Internet is hard to find. Wi-Fi is just about everywhere you go. Coffee shops, massage shops, even doctor's offices all offer free high-speed Wi-Fi. You will not need to find an internet cafe unless you did not bring a laptop with you. One suggestion, do not log into your banks or other secure sites unless you are sure the hotspot you are connecting to is one being advertised in a Thai location. There are many packet sniffers that can pull your passwords when you log in. Next, he says, doctors and hospitals are low skilled. I can already tell you this is not true. The Bangkok brand of hospitals are all over Thailand and have some of the highest rated doctors in the world. Did you know Thailand is one of the most common places for cosmetic surgery and other gender reassignment surgeries? With the right money, you can get almost any treatment needed. Check with your insurance company to see if you are covered abroad, or purchase travel health insurance if you are worried. Better to be safe than sorry. The next myth, everyone wants to rip you off. While there are areas where you could be taken advantage of, most places have clearly marked prices. If you don't like the price, just walk away. Stay away from unmarked prices unless you are ready to haggle. My experience has been most Thais are honest and helpful. The more rural the area, the more friendly the people tend to be. That's his experience. Language is going to be a problem. This is one of his rumors. Yes and no on this. He says in most places, major street signs are in both English and Thai. With Google Translate, you can converse with even the most limited English speaker. Many times when I am looking for something at a store, I Google a picture of it and show it to the person at the store. They will always take me directly to the area it is found. Thais tend to be very helpful. When I land, I will be fresh and ready to go explore. I can already tell you this is going to be a bad one. Best tip for traveling to Thailand from the USA. Take off in the middle of the night if possible. A flight leaving the West Coast between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. really makes a difference. You will have an easier time to fall asleep on the plane, and you land midday here, talking about Thailand. By the time you get to your first destination, grab some food and force yourself to sleep if you can. The next day you will be less jet lagged. If you land during the middle of the night, you will end up at your first destination just before sun up and your internal clock is all screwed up. It will take you even longer to be on Thai time. Other option is to stay a few days in your first layover city or country like Tokyo, Hong Kong, Taiwan, or Korea. It's then just a 5 or 6 hour flight to Bangkok. Next, I will have a great 7-day vacation in Thailand. If you have the time and money, plan for a minimum of 10 days. The extra 3 days will really help with jet lag and seeing more things. 7 days at one location is great, but with 10, you could spend 3 days in Bangkok, 3 days in the south, and 3 days in the north. Most flights from Bangkok to either north or south are less than 2 hours. 1 day left over for recovery time and travel. That sounds like a good idea to me. And that will be all for this section of Jeremy's email reading with DoMoreLife. I think this is fun. I encourage you guys to send me emails of your experience, and I would love to read them online. Thanks for watching, guys, and whatever you do today, make sure you do more life.